dead. So I guess that was her words of wisdom there for me. But tonight, if you've got your Bibles, you can flip them over to Psalms chapter 34. Psalms chapter 34. She's not quite mastered the mom motions yet, but she's getting close. Psalms chapter 34 and verse 8, you can stick your finger in it there. We'll come back to it in just a minute. But how many of you has ever seen somebody, and I know I may have said this before, but I've got a sister that can do this, can eat something and make it look so good you got to have a bite. Anybody ever got anybody in their family that way? Don't we, Melissa? Brandy can water all in some food right there, and it looked just as nasty as I'll get out, but your mouth starts watering just watching her eat it. But in Psalms chapter 34, we'll go ahead and read it. It says, "O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." You know, we as Christians sometimes need to have that kind of role in our Christian walk, don't we? We need to make something look so good. Not saying that God needs any help, because He looks good enough by Himself. But sometimes we're the only God that some people see. We're the only witness that some people see sometimes. We're the only Bible that some people may read sometimes. We're the only opportunity that some people will allow Jesus into their life. And we need to be the type of Christians that make things look so good that they have to try it. Psalms 34:8 says, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord, He's good." We know that, right? We know that because He's what He saved us from. We know that He's good because of what He's done for us. We know that He's good because how He's helped us through the struggles that we've talked about. We know that He's good because He gave us more than one opportunity to come to Him, to be a child of the King. We know that He's good because we've tasted Him. Sometimes we go through life and I know this is a big pet peeve of mine. Is a Christian that makes it look so terrible that nobody else wants it. Have we seen people like that? A Christian that makes it look so miserable, makes the Christian walk seem so miserable that why would anybody else want to try that? Why would anybody else want to taste and see that the Lord is good if they make it look so bad? But we as a church need to make sure that we're walking the walk, that we're talking the talk, and that everything's matching up. Because if you talk the talk and don't walk the walk, things are not going to taste as good. If you're putting on the show but not actually going through and actually making it happen, you're not truly tasting to see that the Lord is good, because you're doing it for the wrong reason. The Bible tells us in Matthew 5:6, it says, "Blessed is the man that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for he shall be filled." Blessed is the man that hunger and thirst after righteousness. Now, who do we know that is all righteousness? God is all righteousness. If we hunger and thirst after Him, then that means that we should strive after Him. That is part of our daily supplement that we need to make it through life. Agree? I found out over the last 2 or 3 months that I don't need as much food as I once did. But you know what I have found out? I don't need as much food, but I need even more Jesus. I hunger and thirst after Him even more. Because there's times, and I'm not saying this just about food cravings, but any cravings in our life, any things in our life that are not good for us, we can call on Him, can't we? Any things in our life that we know is going to be a temptation to us, we can call on Him and He can help us through that, right? How many struggled with being addicted to something? I'm not saying drugs or how many struggle with being addicted to something. I've been there. I used to love a good pinch of real snuff. But God delivered me from that real stuff. But I couldn't have done it without Him. I remember Dad always telling that he drank before God saved him. And that was something that God had to deliver him from. He was an alcoholic, that God had to deliver him from it, and that he couldn't have quit on his own. It is something that he had to give to God, and God made it in such a fashion that any time it touched his lips, he just got physically sick from it. You believe that God can do that? Man, our God is great. Taste and see that He is good. You say, Michael, what are you talking about by taste? We're just supposed to reach up, tear a big chunk off, taste and see that He's good. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about try it. Taste and try it. Call out to Him. Pray to Him. Seek His face. Read His Word. Praise His name. Glorify Him. Magnify Him. Try. Taste. See that He is good. And I guarantee you He'll not let you down. How many's ever looked at something off the menu or something and seen a picture of it and thought, boy, that sure does look good, and ordered it not look anything like what you ordered? Has anybody ever done that? Guarantee you He'll not let you down. What He's laid out on the menu, what you see out there is exactly what He brings to the table. I guarantee you He may even surprise you a little bit. The things that He has for you to try and taste is nothing but good. Nothing but good things come from God. Tonight I want you to bow your head where you're at. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I trying God like I should? Am I tasting to see that He is good? Am I doing everything in my power that I can do to glorify His name, to magnify Him? I want you to ask yourself that question. And if there's any of those answers that you can't say definitely yes, I want you to come and give it to Him tonight. I want you to come and give it to Him and say, God, I want you to control my life. Because when I'm in control, it's nothing but a mess up. It's nothing but chaos. It's nothing but turmoil and strife. But God, if I can give it to you, I know things will straighten out. Because all good things come from you. Church, tonight, if there's one that says, Micah, I just can't, I'm getting closer all the time, but I can't just bring myself to come down to the altar and just give it all to Him. Would you just look up that hand and say, Micah, pray for me. Pray for me tonight, that I can draw closer to Him. That's my true heart's desire, is to draw closer to the Lord and give thanks to Him that created a stumbling block for me. Is there one hand that'll go up tonight that says, Micah, pray for me? God bless that hand. God bless that hand. Church, is there anybody that says, Mike, I want God to use me in a way that He never has before? I want God to broaden my horizons in Him. I want to just move myself out of the way and let God use me. Just raise that hand and say, Micah, pray for me that I can be ready to accept the call. God bless those hands. Going up all over the house. God bless those hands. That I can be ready to accept the call and be obedient to His will for my life. God bless those hands. I want everybody to look at me tonight. I want everybody to look around for this one. Is there anybody here that's got a hand that says, Mike, I don't have no problems in my life? I don't know what you're talking about. My life is just great. I don't have any struggles. I don't have any problems at all. The devil don't even bother me. I want you to raise your hand. Because I want to know what your secret is. Because the truth being, if the devil's not bothering you, you're right exactly where he wants you to be. If you don't struggle with what the devil has out there to offer up with you, if you don't get tempted from him, then you're just going down the right path that he wants you to be on. I didn't think anybody could raise their hand for that. But I wanted to know your secret if you had one. Church, I know I'm short. I had to equal it out because Abby said I was long this morning, so I had to shorten it up tonight to get my 15-minute average. I'm joking. I don't listen to her. Ask her. I'm going to get in trouble for that, though. I deserve it. Let's remember Dad. I hope the camera's not on now.